Less than a week to go until Election Day. Key races in Missouri are heating up.
Yeah, and one is making national headlines. There's a lot of focus on the race for U.S. Senate between Democrat Kunce and Republican Senator Josh Hawley. Tonight, they'll face off in their first and only debate.
Nathan Vickers is following today's developments on the campaign trail for us tonight. He's live in the Del Mar Loop before that debate kicks off. Nathan.
That's right. Kunce held a rally here at Del Mar Hall with St. Louis native John Hamm. We had a chance to sit down with them both before the event, and we asked the actor why he chose to get involved in this race.
For me, it feels like I never really left. I consider myself a St. Louisan, a Missourian. I always have, even though I've lived in Los Angeles longer than I lived in Missouri. It never goes away. So my concerns and my worries for my family that's still here are still very real.
It took months for Kunce and Hawley to settle on a time and place for debate. Tonight, as they square off, Kunce told us he wants to show people who he is as a candidate. He's faced criticism for his lack of experience, as well as his refusal to endorse a presidential candidate. Though today he told us he is supporting the passage of Amendment 3 in Missouri. He told us at tonight's debate he wants to highlight his military experience, his small-town upbringing in central Missouri, and his desire to bring more money into the state.
I'm a guy who grew up paycheck to paycheck in the middle of the state, watched my parents go bankrupt from medical bills, really was saved by a working class neighborhood that brought food by our house and took care of us. And I spent my life trying to pay that back in the Marine Corps, in Iraq and Afghanistan, and this is the next step for that.
Well, today we're also going to have a chance to talk to Josh Hawley after tonight's debate. You can look for that interview tonight at 10 o'clock. Reporting live, Nathan Vickers, First Alert 4.
All right, Nathan, thank you. And we should note First Alert 4 and our television partners across Missouri partnered with the League of Women Voters and invited Senator Hawley and Kunce to participate in a statewide televised debate prior to the start of early voting. Well, the debate would have been seen on more television markets, on more widely viewed stations, and on a night of a much larger available audience than tonight's Halloween debate. Kunce accepted the invite. Senator Hawley declined to participate.
We've reported on this for days.